speaking, what does this team need to do to get to that championship winning level?
Just relax. Just relax this summer. Just take your mind off the game. Just, and when it's time for you to get back to training, get in the weight room, work on your skills, and come back next season ready to go. And I think when we went through this year, and particularly our experience in the finals, I think that's just going to make us a tougher team next year.
You talked about you guys improving your defense. How does this team do that if you guys stay as you are right now?
Well, it's just defensive concepts and all getting on the same page about it. It's not necessarily about an individual and how well they defend, but it's how we defend collectively as a group. And I think we're obviously a good defensive team. You're not getting out the West if you're not a good defensive team. We just weren't good enough. I mean, Boston was the best defensive team in the league. So we understand to win a championship, we got to improve even more in how we play collectively, defensively as a group, and we'll do that.
A lot of, as soon as the game was over, a lot of guys were saying things about the Lakers that they were soft and they didn't play hard enough, or maybe they don't have the right personnel to contend with a team like Boston. Did you take some of that personally? I mean, not just you, but the guys on the team have sort of, when people say that about your team?
Honestly, I haven't even heard it. I haven't.
You know what sports say?
A bunch of idiots anyway.
We agree.
No, in all honesty, I really don't listen to it. I think we have a team here that's very good. That's very good. Boston, they played better. They played more physical than we were. But at the same time, you look around at our roster. I mean, they're kids. I mean, these are young kids. They're young kids, and we managed to do something I don't think anybody expected us to do. And it's a great learning opportunity for them at a young age to come back next year, knowing what to expect and knowing how to perform and what the goal is in mind. And we'll be fine. So, but one minute they'll say that, and then the next year we find ourselves in a situation to win a championship. They'll say something completely different. It's fine.
Do you think if the season starts and you guys are the favorites to win the championship, would that be a burden for this team, or is that something that you hope that they accept?
No, it'll just be comical. Because it'll be the same people that said we were soft like 2 months ago, picking us to win the championship, with the same roster. So, no, we don't listen to that stuff, man. We just do what we got to do to be better and understand that next year is a whole other ballgame. You got to start from scratch. You got to build the rhythm. You got to build the continuity and the chemistry, and you have to build it all over again.
The conventional wisdom is always that it's hard to win a title your first time there. Hard to go deep into the playoffs, hard to do all that stuff the first year. Did you see some of that, come through? Obviously, you guys probably, like you said, went further than people expected. But at the end, did you see some of that difficulty come through?
Well, I think Boston's experience helped them out a great deal. I think them being in the league for as long as they have and really helped them a lot. And us, the most experienced, aside from myself and Derek, obviously, were first-round exits for young kids who've been in the league 2-3 years. But they performed beautifully. I'm very proud of them. And like I said, next year they'll be even better.
Kobe, if you weren't going to the Olympics and you had this whole summer to think about this series, would it have driven you crazy? Because you heard stories about Magic locking himself in his house and for like a few weeks after the finals. But like for you, would it have driven you crazy without going to the Olympics? Now you have something else to focus on besides what happened in the finals.
It helps. It gives me something else to focus on and take my competitiveness out on. And, but I bounce back pretty quickly. Not to say that the loss doesn't sting, because it does and it will. But I get back up quickly and move on to the next one and start thinking about revenge.
Just follow up on his question of sometimes a young team has to have an experience like this to sort of get that carry. I mean, KG had to lose several times in Minnesota before he had the same kind of anger that he did this year. Do you think that that's what this will do to this team? Or?
Well, I think what it does for us is it teaches us how to win. I think the hunger was there. I just think Boston's experience wore us down a little bit, and it's something that being that we got this deep in the playoffs with such a young club, I think helps us tremendously because it puts us ahead of the curve. Guys 25, 26 years old, experiencing things that guys who, been in the league 13, 14 years are just experiencing for the first time. So, I think it puts us ahead of the curve.
Kobe, you think Bryant is the missing link, and if not, then what is?
Yeah, I mean, he's a big part of our team, which is another reason why I'm so proud of what we've been able to do, because defensively he solves a lot, because you got a shot blocker. You need to have a shot. Boston, Kevin, and those guys in New have some shot blockers, and teams in the past have always had, if it wasn't a dominant center, a center that can patrol the area and defend and block shots. And he definitely provides that for us, as well as rebounding. And Trevor too. Trevor's a big part.
Kobe, what's your outlook on the team going into this offseason?
As far as what?
What they need to do, or the management needs to do to improve things?
I don't know. I mean, I'm comfortable with what we have. Whatever Mitch decides to do, he decides to do.
How much of a relief is it for you going into this off season, knowing that you feel comfortable with the team as compared to the last couple seasons?
No, it feels good. I think it's a more of a relaxing summer for me, because I know we have an opportunity to win. And that's it's exciting. It's exciting. So even though we got close and came up a little bit short, I'm excited about the opportunity to get back there next year if we're fortunate enough and have a different result.
Have you had a chance to think about, reflect at all about, this last year at this time to this year at this time, how different things have been, and for you and just personally?
Yeah, a little bit. It's it's just funny how life works out, man, and how things can turn pretty quickly, and for the better. So I'm very fortunate. We're all very fortunate to be in this position, despite last year we lost in the first round. We lost in the finals this year, and stings the same, but you still have a much better opportunity to get something done.